Hey, welcome back to the channel, everyone. We're back at it again. We're right back where we were last time, and it's been a few days since I made a video. And no real excuses, just, well, weather, stuff like that. Lazy. Did have doctor's appointments, so that was one thing. The wind is blowing about 25 miles an hour out here. And I don't know what the gusts are, but it's really 40-something degrees, but it feels like it's 32 degrees. So it's a bit nippy out here with the wind blowing. But if, I don't know, maybe around 5, 6 o'clock, the wind's supposed to die down, we might get out here and build us a little smudge of a fire, sit around it for a little bit. But when I get you back inside, I want to tell you about what I'm wearing here, people. This flannel shirt, this flannel vest that's reversible and got more pockets than you can imagine. A company sent it to me. It's Flannel Go, and you can find them at flannelgo.com. But when we get back inside, I'll tell you more about it. The whole video is not going to be a commercial, people. I'm really camping. But they were good enough to send it to me and ask me would I mention it, and wear it in the video. So, ta-da, warm and toasty. All right, guys, I'll shut you off and we'll get back inside. All right, guys, well, we have some terrible lighting issues in here. I am struggling. I had to put my window covers on because I had too much backlight. Anyway, we're going to do the best we can. What I've got on today is a flannel shirt from a company called flannelgo.com or Flannel Go. This thing, I love it. It's thicker than any Walmart or other chain store flannel shirt I've ever had. It's got reinforced elbows. It's got a quilted collar on the inside, 2 pockets, just because you need pockets. I really don't trust a shirt with no pockets. But they sent me this. Well, actually, they sent me an email with a link, said pick out a couple of items you would, actually use. So I picked out this flannel vest, and it's, it's khaki colored on one side, but it's reversible. So you flip it wrong side out, or, the other way, and it's actually a, red plaid vest, flannel. If you want to get your lumberjack on, it's got a big pocket on both sides. On the flannel side, and they're, pretty good sized pockets. Well, it's got good Velcro. It's got good deep pockets on that side. And when you turn it the other way out, well, let me put it on. I'll show you. It's easier to show you the pockets. I love this thing. I've been wearing it for like 3 days already. But what I did, they said pick out a couple items. So I picked out this vest and a flannel hoodie. It's quilted lined flannel shirt with a, hoodie on it. And they emailed me back and said, hey, with the weather warming up, would you like a shirt also? So I picked out this shirt. But the hoodie I should be receiving tomorrow. But I got anxious and left without it. This thing has got a breast pocket up here that's big enough for, I don't know, any iPhone. Maybe a small 9mm, I don't know. Then it's got 2 little, I don't like for ink pens or a pocket knife or all kind of stuff. Like I say, the Velcro works on them. It's got 2 of those. Then it's got the regular pockets for your hands. And a good quality zipper. And what you do, if you want to wear it with the flannel side out, this zipper actually just rotates over and it'll work on the flannel. You don't have to zip it up from the inside or anything. They're not a very good clothes model, I guess. or a salesman either, but I tell you what, this is actually one thing that I would buy. Now that's some serious lumberjack looking stuff there. Or if, you know, you were deer hunting in 1970 in Michigan, this would be the attire to wear. But I love this thing, and it's warm. Matter of fact, it was a little too warm earlier. I had the vest and the shirt on, sitting around in here, and I had to come out of the vest. But all the zippers seem good quality. It's plenty thick, and I probably should have waited until I got that hoodie, because that's what I was most excited about. Well, not really the vest, but I'll tell you what, you can't go wrong. And I'll put a link to their website in the description. I'm not getting paid. They just sent it to me to, you know, show in one of my videos. So, I'll tell you what, I'm impressed. All right, guys, I'm going to, I don't know, maybe take a little walk, try to scrounge some catfish bait. Because even though I do have a 5-gallon bucket of dead shad in my pickup, I didn't bring any with me. Who knew? But I did finally get me a rod holder in here. I don't know if you can see it up there because of the light. Let me see what. I think I took a picture. I ain't got some stuff. Anyway, I put a rod holder up here, and it's got these little rings on it that you spin around and close. That way it can't come out the bottom. Then you undo that, slide it right out. I've been needing that for I don't know how long, because when I put them in the back, normally I break them or lay them in the floor in here and then I step on them. But there you go, I'm upgrading, folks. All right, I'll get back with you in a minute. Hey, welcome back. I hope we got enough light you can see. Boy, it's been an interesting afternoon. I didn't realize this place was this busy. There's been, I don't know, three or four different groups of people come down here, and they were all nice people. And then the last group that came down here, they were a little unsavory. I saw 2 vehicles pull up, and so I stepped out of the van, and next thing I hear, hey, it's Butch. He's in the ice cream truck. So I knew it was somebody that knew me. Come to find out it was some guys that, well, they're actually friends of mine's kids. And they're not, well, they are kids, but, you know. But they came down here to go fishing. They hung out for a little bit. I gave them the grand tour of the van. A couple of them hadn't seen it since I actually got, you know, cabinets and stuff in there. But I talked to them for a little bit. I think they're still down there fishing. They had them a fire on the sandbar earlier. But ain't no telling what they're really up to. Little hoodlums. No, they're good kids. All of them. So, see you guys on the video. But I've been sitting around the fire. The wind finally died down enough to even light a fire. So I built me a little fire ring. Got me a little bit of firewood and just built me a fire. But I'm getting ready to go in there and think about cooking some supper. Got a couple of options, don't know which one I'm going to do. Depends on how lazy and how warm it is in the van. But let me get you shut off, gather up all this stuff, we'll get in the van and see what's for supper. Well, I don't know, I'm going to sit around this fire a little bit more probably, but you just don't want to sit there and watch me sit here. So let me get you shut off and we'll go inside. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. If you get a chance, hit like and subscribe, please. It helps. Every little bit helps. We are going to mix up some supper here. And it's not going to be what I planned, but it's what's the easiest, I believe. Yeah, this will do it. What I have is some chili that my wife made, and we had a ton of it left over, which we always do because you can't make chili for 2 people. So we have tons left over. Well, I take it and put it in pint jars and pressure cook it. You know, can it, bottle it, jar it, whatever you call it. And that way, when you just want a little bit of chili, you got it. So what I'm going to do is just heat that up. And I guess that's like a lighter. Oh, wait a minute. It would help if we actually had fuel on the stove. I just put this stove in here the other day, and don't really have it rigged up right, but it'll work. Let's see if we can get it to light. There we go. I actually have a lighter in there somewhere. But we're going to heat this chili up. Then we have some chili cheese Fritos. We're going to dump that chili over the top of those. Add some of this Mexican blend cheese. And call it supper. I love it. We call them Frito pies. And I don't know what they call them everywhere else in the world. But we call them Frito pies. And as always, if you don't take the jar home, you can't go home. So I got to take that jar back to the wife. Try to get that chili heated up. Whoa. All right, while we're waiting on the chili to heat. Oh, by the way, I was sitting here just minding my own business, going back over the video I'd shot, and hear a knock on the door, and it was Byron from Byron's Baits. He's a fellow YouTuber. He lives close, and it was just, couldn't believe I saw him out here, or, you know, he came out here. But get a chance, go check out his channel. And he also, the reason the name of his channel is Byron's Baits, he actually makes fishing lures. So if you get a chance, go to YouTube and look up Byron's Baits, and I'll put a link in the description. And also go to byronsbaits.com and look at some of the lures he makes. He does a great job. And he's got other merchandise on there for sale. T-shirts, stickers. I'm not sure if he has hats yet or not, but he's got a lot of stuff for sale. Check him out. Support his channel. He's 17 years old. He was 16 till a couple of days ago. But got a good YouTube channel. He does a lot of interesting stuff. He's got a truck bed camper, or a topper, that he camps out of, and he goes everywhere. Get a chance, check him out. All right, guys, let me cut you off, and oh Lord. Yeah, let me cut you off. I'll bring you back when this gets right. All right, we have got it, folks. Got our Fritos in a bowl. I'm gonna add some chili. Then top it off with some of this Mexican style blend cheese. And hopefully that chili is hot enough to melt it, which I'm sure it is. Then we'll find a hot sauce that's appropriate. I'll tell you what. Wow, that ain't good. Apparently my ketchup has frozen busted, folks. Luckily I don't need none, but that ain't good. It made a mess. Damn. Huh. That's a first. Oh well. Anyway, we're going to use some of this General hot sauce. It says the General's hot sauce, danger close. Ought to be good enough. There we go. All right. Ought to be good enough for who it's for. We're going to get you shut off here and we're going to eat. Well, folks, we're back. I did film a little bit this morning, just at breakfast time and all that, but I forgot to turn the microphones on, so I don't have that footage, or I erased it. There was no audio. It was pitiful. Went on a little hike. I did 1.81 miles today. Came back and ate a little lunch, and was sitting in there minding my own damn business when a park ranger from Benton County Conservation showed up and explained to me how I couldn't camp here. You can come down here and you can fish, you can come down here and you can park, and you can camp on that sandbar right behind me. But you can't camp over on this side because it's part of the park. And there's no camping in unauthorized campsites. So basically, I'm out. I didn't lie to him. I told him I camped down here last night. I said I did fish all night, which I did. I had a pole out all night. But he just said, you can't camp down here. So I'll take my happy ass home and find me somewhere else to camp. But he did explain to me the parks would be open in about another month. Well, I don't know why they close them anyway, other than, I don't know, maybe, well, don't get me started. Anyway, the parks will be open in another month, so I guess we'll be back here in a month. So, appreciate you guys hanging in here if you stayed this long. Well, I was going to do the steak tonight, and we were going to have a good time, but not now. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Hit like and subscribe if you get a chance.